My sight loss is congenital glaucoma. I was diagnosed with it when I was about 5 years old, and over the years it's gradually deteriorated to the point where in 2008 I was registered severely sight impaired. Well, the main impact is that obviously over the years, because my sight loss has deteriorated, I've been able to do less and less for myself. Reading I can't do. Up until a few years ago I couldn't use a computer. I can't see people's faces. I can see shapes and things like that, but I can't make detail out at all. My job seeking experience was when I went to the jobs centre. They were virtually useless, I found. They had nothing to offer me. All they kept saying is, what do you want to do? And I basically said I'd be prepared to do anything. But there was very little, if none, training or anything available that I'd like to have done. The only thing they offered me was a 6-month residential thing in Hereford, but as my son was doing his GCSEs at the time, that wasn't really an option for me to go away for 6 months. So very, very poor. I just got the impression that as soon as they could, they got me onto employment and support allowance to get me off of their system. Well, obviously, with the job centre job seeking, everything has to be done online. And at that point I was unable to use a computer, so straight away there's a barrier up there for you, and well, I just didn't like the whole experience. The support I've received came mainly from Action for Blind People. They sent a lady around to see me who suggested maybe starting by doing some voluntary work, and which I took up. The first one not so successful, and the second one worked out really well for me. The benefits of volunteering were that for probably the last 10 years when I was in employment, because of my declining sight loss, I tended to try and fade into the background and not be noticed, and so I become very very withdrawn and just try to hide all the time. So when I started volunteering, it gradually, over the months and years, brought me out of my shell a bit more, so that I was able to, towards the end I was standing up in front of groups of 50, 60 people and talking. Well, for years I would have never even dreamt of doing things like that. So it was a real big confidence booster for me. My job now is I'm the services coordinator at Support for Sight, and I arrange coffee mornings and social events, and I also run the Chelmsford Centre 2 days a week. Volunteering was a major part of me getting a job, because as I said, I would never have dreamt that I could work again in any kind of capacity. I thought I'd maybe get a bit of manual work somewhere, but in the years that I worked volunteering, it brought it home to me that I was capable of doing other things. The advice I'd like to give to other blind and partially sighted job seekers is, please consider the volunteering route. It is a fantastic way of getting back into the world of employment and just getting yourself out there again, I guess. Access to work has really helped me considerably with being able to work, firstly by supplying me with some equipment that I needed, and also I'm lucky enough to have got a support worker through it. So because my job involves moving around from multiple sites and that, I would never have been able to do it. Thanks to Access to Work, they've made it possible for me to work and be productive and fully part of the team. My computer skills were gained through an adult community learning course that I found out about through Support for Sight, and I did that for about 18 months in Chelmsford. It was taught by a blind fella, and basically it gave me computers back again. I hadn't been able to use them for probably 10 years, but now I can email, I can use Word, I can surf the internet to a certain degree, and it's giving my life back again.
Can I ask an important question?
Uh-huh.
Do you think sight loss has helped you in supporting West Ham United?
Don't talk to me
No,
about
don't.
West Ham.
You can decline the...
Well, the answer to that is being blind is often the best way to watch West Ham.